And as we studied them, this picture began to emerge and we didn't have this picture ahead of time, but it just began to emerge that there were really two paradigms in terms of growth at work. A 20th century paradigm that said, well, if we're going to think about growing people at work, well, the first thing we have to do is figure out who are the quote-unquote high potentials or the key leaders. And so we're going to sort of move everyone else, maybe they'll get a little budget to go to some workshops or something, but we're going to focus on these quote-unquote high potentials. We're going to give them some individual coaching, off-site workshops, et cetera, that's mostly going to happen outside of the flow of work. And we began to see in the organization we're studying, hey, there's a different paradigm. That when you ask the question, well, who are we going to grow? Well, it's going to be everybody. How are we going to do it? Well, we're going to do it together at work. It's going to happen in the context of the actual work. And so therefore, it's going to happen every day rather than just once in a while or as happy accidents for a few people some of the time. Century paradigm, best case in terms of the at-work side of things, best case was that you'd have really a kind of heroic leader. The big X there on the left, who was mentoring, coaching, working hard to develop each of his or her people, pretty much in a one-on-one kind of individualistic sort of way. Actually, I know of one CEO who has until he got into this work, had 50 one-on-one conversations. That's what he did all month, was have 50 one-on-one conversations with the 50 key people in the organization. Okay? Nothing bad or wrong with that, other than we just say, there's a different way that began to emerge. And the different way that began to emerge was, wow, people could be helping to develop each other. Okay? People up, down, across the organization could be giving feedback, could be coaching each other, could be mentoring each other across the organization in a much more networked kind of way. And we began to see that not only is that, just more effective from a development perspective, but those are the kind of teams that actually, as we talk to organizations, those are the teams that perform and perform like crazy. Okay? So it's development as a team sport, okay? Not an individualistic sort of private activity. It's members of the organization as citizens of the organization with an obligation to be developing themselves, others, and to help the organization develop, not just consumers of the organization, okay? It's a call to a kind of citizenship. And the whole idea is that we want to get individuals, teams, the organization itself, get better at getting better. Okay, so like improvement efforts may just sort of take us up a bit of an incline toward higher levels of performance, et cetera. But if we could get better at getting better, we can really bend that curve up.